The holy name of Jesus. What is the big deal about the name? Well, the name Jesus originates from the Hebrew Yehoshua or Yeshua, which became Jesus in Greek and, of course, Jesus in Latin. It simply means the Lord saves. Ang Diyos, ang Panginoon, ay nagliligtas. Now, to understand bakit big deal ang statement na to, we have to complete it. The Lord saves whom? Sinong nililigtas ng Diyos? The Lord saves sinners. Bakit big deal that God would save sinners? Well, because ang common presupposition natin ay hindi gagawin ng Diyos yun. Our presupposition is that ang kaya lang iligtas ng Diyos ay ang mga mababait, the righteous and the deserving, na walang choice ang Diyos kundi to condemn the wicked and undeserving into the fires of hell. Ang tawag sa doktrinang ito ay retribution. It is actually a doctrine that is presupposed by most religions in this world. It is founded on the belief in the conditionality of salvation, that only the good ones will go to heaven and all the bad ones will go to hell. Period. Is this not the same doctrine that is being taught by Christianity? You might ask. And my answer to you is no. Kung naniniwala kayo na ang kayang iligtas ng Diyos ay mga mababait lamang at walang ibang gagawin ng Diyos sa makasalanan, kundi ang itapon sila sa impyerno. Kung ganoon pa rin ang paniniwala ninyo, hindi pa tayo Kristiyano. There is nothing Christian about that automatic idea of salvation of the good and damnation of the sinners. Bakit? Because you portray God as if He were so powerless. We believe rather in a God who is both just and merciful, whose mercy is always greater than His justice. This is precisely the reason why we call Christianity a good news, mabuting balita. We have radically questioned the naive and almost automatic notion of retribution, salvation of the good, damnation of the wicked. Hindi tayo naniniwala sa automatic retribution. And this is what is most radical and revolutionary about the Christian faith. In the first place, Christianity does not classify human beings into good and bad people. Madalas niyong marinig sa akin yan, walang masamang tao. God created only good people. Kahit ano pang masama ang pwedeng magawa ng tao. Our humanity is by nature good. But we are capable of evil action. Kasi we can be influenced by both good and evil. We are in a constant battle between good and evil. And the only warfare that we believe human beings have to learn to fight are not battles between human beings. Not battles among nations, but a struggle against the evil one who has the capacity to influence, to deceive, and to manipulate human beings in spite of our innate goodness. Kaya nga sa binyag, wala naman tayong nire-renounce kundi si Satanas. Do you renounce Satan? We're not supposed to renounce any fellow human being. Only Satan is our enemy. All throughout history, we have always been tempted to give up on humanity. Kasi marami tayong nakikita na masama na pwedeng gawin ng tao. When we witness our capacity for selfishness, cruelty, depravity, parang bumababa ang self-esteem natin. The evil that human beings can do often causes us to surrender to despair and hopelessness about our humanity. We speak about human beings as fallen creatures, and we attribute it to our original sin. But how can we forget na bago dumating ang kasalanan, there was original blessing? We have even tended to equate worldliness with ungodliness, na para bang napakasama ng daigdig. God created this world, and this world is good. The other name for Jesus in the gospel is Emmanuel. It's a title, a name borrowed from the prophet Isaiah, and it means kasama natin ang Diyos. Hindi natin kalaban ng Diyos, kakampi pa rin natin ng Diyos. God is with us. He is on our side. And this is meant precisely to insist that no amount of sin that we're capable of doing will ever make God abandon us. In Jesus, we have found the God who has stubbornly embraced our humanity, precisely to transform it into the divine image that our humanity has always been meant to be. Pero alam nyo, that was there already in Judaism. Diba, we often hear in the Jewish scriptures about the God who had to endure the stubbornness of the Israelite people, how they tested and provoked God very often, although they have seen all His works, and how God often threatened to punish them, but He ended up forgiving them in the end. Christianity sustains the narrative of a God who is merciful and gracious, slow to anger, and rich in mercy. Therefore, it has opened the possibility of salvation not only of the righteous, but also of sinners, because we are all capable of sin ourselves. How did Christianity do that? Well, we switched to the vocabulary of redemption. Redemption, pagtubos. The option of God to work for the salvation of sinners through His own self-sacrifice, through His own self-emptying act of embracing our humanity to transform it. He humbled Himself, becoming obedient unto death, even death on the cross. Therefore, we call our faith a gospel. Yun ang dahilan kung bakit mabuting balita ang ating pananampalataya. That while the spiritual battle continues, we hold on to the faith that Christ has already won the victory for us. How? By paying the price, by offering His own life as a ransom for sinners. that in the end, good will triumph over evil. Sa bandang huli, magtatagumpay ang mabuti sa masama, and that nothing can separate us from the love of God. Well, I hope this reflection makes it clear to you why God highly exalted Jesus and bestowed on him what the apostle calls a name above every name.